When someone refuses to acknowledge reality, they are essentially in denial, a psychological defense mechanism where they avoid confronting an uncomfortable truth or situation, often to protect themselves from emotional pain or conflict. This is called denialism. And it's a defense mechanism, okay, for people who have a lot of anxiety and fear and very strong emotions. I would even say that they could have borderline personality disorder or histrionic personality disorder, some combination of the cluster Bs. But the denial of the reality, is, many reasons for that. It is hard for these people to face truths because it causes them emotional pain. And a denial allows for these individuals to avoid that pain temporarily. Okay? Accepting a reality that contradicts their beliefs or self-perception can threaten their sense of identity. They lack coping skills. These individuals may lack the emotional maturity or coping mechanisms to deal with difficult realities. Confirmation bias. People tend to seek out information that confirms their existing beliefs and ignore information that contradicts them. Or, in certain cases, they attack people that don't confirm their existing beliefs. Instead of leaving well enough alone and going away, no. These people are living in such paralyzing fear, and they are in such avoidance of seeing the truth and seeing themselves, that they are going to lash out at people who don't align with that. And that's kind of what's occurring now. That is what's occurring now. Filter bubbles. Being exposed to limited perspectives can reinforce existing beliefs and make it harder to recognize when those beliefs diverge from objective reality. So they're ignoring a lot of things. And it's all because of their own fear, right? These things can be overcome. This is not something that has to stop there. They can overcome it. They can get help with that and get into some kind of therapy that will help them to manage that and be given the tools to carry with them through life so they know what to do when these things occur. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of an insight into what is occurring in the Lucala fandom. It's not everybody. Okay, so take this with a grain of salt. You might have seen it. You might not be one of those people. You might be on the ship, but you're also somebody that's like looking at the reality of situations and saying, oh, like you're seeing pictures online, you're seeing posts that these people are making about their happy lives with somebody else. And you're going, oh, okay, something changed. Something's different now. It's okay that those things are happening. It's okay. All right? Like, I'm going to quote my badass reader friend and say, this is a journey. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. Okay? Readers like myself sometimes read I'm trying to find the right way to word this without confusing people. We are reading relationships that are taking place in the upper dimensions. Okay, I know I've gone up as far as 13. Okay, so it's not always easy to decipher when I'm reading 3D and when I'm reading upper dimensions, non-physical reality, the souls, the spirit, the energy, the true form of all of us. Because that's a journey too. Those are journeys too. Okay. And as those sort of like change and they go through their experiences on those levels, things will change in the 3D, and everything that is meant to happen will eventually fall into place. It is not up to us. None of it is. It is not a choice that I make to say X, Y, and Z in a reading. I'm not the one who is coming up with these things. I'm reading what I'm being shown by spirit. And sometimes those things that I say, okay, are perceived by some people as my opinions, right? I'm perceiving something as a fucking telephone, you know? I'm just a means to get messages across. Okay? So, that being said, there are some people in the fandom, not everybody, like I said, but there are some people who will do anything, okay, to keep you from shattering the little perfect bubble of whatever delusion that they want to live inside of. They want to believe that this is reality. And so what they're going to do is they're going to say, oh, that picture, that's smoke and mirrors. That's not real. That's not what's really going on. It's fake news. It's all being doctored, and this one is looking at this way, so that means that he's not with Antonia, or whatever the fucking case may be. All right, you have to understand that just because something changes doesn't mean it's never gonna happen. This is a very complex timeline of events, and they're going to happen however those people want it to happen. Not what we want, but how things are. Okay, that's their choice. Those are their choices, and that's how it's going to move. You cannot allow yourself to be blind, though, to the point where you are hurting other people, other readers, and their communities, because it shatters something, some image that you want and some hope that you carry that is, in my opinion, entirely too severe. Holding on too tightly to this fairy tale is not healthy. If you are having struggles with that, let me know in the comments, and I will find resources for you wherever you live. Because I care. All right, I care about the truth, and that's what I will continue to be putting forth. And if you're here for it, great. If you want to go, fine. It was nice knowing you. But what we're not going to do is attack people. Not here, not on TikTok, not on Instagram, not wherever the bog of this fandom, occurs. Also, I think it's pretty crazy too that these people that think that like everybody that they are blaming, all right, the delusional people that can't see the truth are blaming, like, I guess you call them jackalas or other like subgroups of people that want Nicola and Jake together, want Luke and Antonia together. They're blaming those fans, those people, on the reason why other channelers and other readers have stopped reading for Luke and Nick. And that's not true. Not entirely. There may have been one-off things that happened over the course of 8 months, 10 months, whatever it is. But the majority of the people that are attacking other readers on this platform and others happens to be Lucala fans. And that's just facts. So, they tried to manipulate me and tell me what they saw, what was going on, because I'm off social media and I don't look at anything. So they thought that they could chirp in my ear and tell me lies. Nope. So, we have your number. Also, that other reader that I'm talking about that's delusional, she actually stole a lot of my words from my readings last year verbatim and pawned them off as her own in her quote-unquote readings. So people don't think I'm observant. I am observant. I put everything in my back pocket for when I need to whip it out, okay? I am observant. I'm somebody that prioritizes my own peace. So I looked at that as sad when I saw it last year. I was like, oh, that's so sad. Hope she gets better at, reading, doing readings. Because, it's kind of sad. So, please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stop spreading hate. And yeah, please, because there are really, really good readers out here that are just trying to give you the truth. And that's it. So please, treat us with decency. Or just go away. And that's all I have to say for now. Goodbye.